The future of the DCEU is on HBO Max, as we are of course getting multiple spin-off series connected to the movies, like for example Peacemaker, connected to the Suicide Squad. We've got the upcoming Gotham Central / Gotham PD, whatever it's officially called, connected to the Batman. And now we have news of another original HBO Max series connected to the movies about the Penguin, and this will be connected to the Batman, very similar to the Gotham PD spinoff as well. And this is really interesting. Variety just broke this news. It's like breaking news that we're getting the Penguin as an HBO Max series connected to the Batman. Now, of course, Colin Farrell is going to be playing Penguin in the Batman, and when it comes to this project, it's been said that he hasn't officially signed on yet, but he's been approached about the project, so most likely he's going to sign on, and honestly, if he doesn't, then it probably won't happen. But this series is in very early development, and it's being described so far as Scarface-like, so it's going to be a very mobster gang type series, which honestly I think is really awesome, because we know that at the point in time where we meet Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, in the Batman, it's very early days for him. I think he's actually still working under the control of other mob bosses, so maybe this original series will see him rise up in power to become the kingpin of Gotham and become the Penguin that we all know and love from the comics and animated series and every other form that you've seen the Penguin in before, which I think is really awesome, because especially then that could set up to of course, him facing off against the Batman in possibly a sequel or the third movie. Instead of spending time doing the Penguin and exploring his story in a movie, a series is a lot better, because then you can really do a deep dive on the character, both on his origins, of how he grew up and was abused and all that stuff, and then of course now his rise into power in Gotham City, which I think is a great idea, because, you know, I don't think we're going to see the Penguin as like a main villain in any of these Batman movies, but it would be cool to see him at least in a larger villainous role than we know he's going to have in the Batman, because from what we've heard, he's on screen for maybe like 10 minutes or less in the Batman, so he's not having a huge role, and it really is just a setup for a future that we'll now be seeing in this HBO Max series, which again I think is a really cool, interesting idea. When I first saw this news, I was like, oh, really? Like, they're just milking the Batman at this point. But then again, the more I think about it, it makes sense, so then they can really do a deep dive on this character and set him up for a bigger future in the Batman franchise going forward. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this breaking news that we are indeed getting a HBO Max series about the Penguin in the Batman universe on HBO Max? So, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.